Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shit.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Back to throw, Stafford. And heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Anderson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4, now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now the toss to Jones, running right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
As my dad used to tell me all the time, when you're getting ready to play a big-time game, especially when you have one going into a dome setting, better strap it up tight because that crowd can really affect things.
Especially on 3rd downs like the one we just saw there with the incompletion. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just know the punt's better. The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
25 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing is Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 50, it's Stafford. And then he's got him the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Throwing again at Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. To the air again, Stafford. It's caught outright, Amendola. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 15-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. Stafford looks to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run for it with Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now third and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Peterson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He's normally a sure thing down here, but Peterson denied near the goal line. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. 87 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this goal?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Lions on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, it's Stafford. It is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Stafford.
He'll find Swift out in the backfield. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
31. 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. They will fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to the ground, Peterson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Field goal, a 26-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucks are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the for the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones.
Complete.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Peterson. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Watch out for Hill on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Brady. And going deep for Hill. And this has, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point put through by Bucc, and the route is on here in this first half.
For Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, look your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Raider to kick off for Detroit.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. That throw, Charles, in the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Brady now on first down. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a gain of 8.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. From the 4, it's second and a couple. And now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yet points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call. Because, you know, 1-play drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett there pushing upfield to make the stop. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ready. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. A give to Peterson out of the gun. And, oh, this is Peterson remaining down on the ground. And apparently in some pain. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, Stafford. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Lions 3.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
This is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Stafford going to give it to Swift. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
22-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. second down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense continues to pour it on. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, it's Swift. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Lions on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Brings up
The Bucks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. A toss running left. Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucks first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll go again to McCoy. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they will take a knee here. First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Lions will take over.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
A big offensive explosion.